Okay, well, this is how my 2020 has gone so far. Big ideas, swing and a miss, and then injury on top of insult. Um, that said, the first week of the block was good. I was still kind of feeling the rib pain as the week started off a little bit. So I switched this over to touch and go, feet up, as we talked about. And they all felt fine. 130 for 4 sets of 5. I think that was set 2, and this is set 4. Nice and easy. I think there's plenty of room. I was contemplating going heavier, but I just erred on the side of being a little conservative because of week 1. So plenty of room to grow. Here's the SSB squats, 4 sets of 5. I chose 375 to start the block. Again, I probably a little bit under the RPE, but nice and smooth. I was happy with depth and speed here. Able to keep position pretty well. So that was set, I don't know, set 1 maybe. I don't know if that was 1 or 2, and this was set 4, I believe. Got the front angle. Again, depth is pretty good, I think. Handling the SSB fairly well. Room to grow through this cycle for sure. I don't remember what I did for my accessories on this day, but I got my 4 sets of 5 in on both SSB and the feet up touch and go, and I got those other accessories done and plenty of room to grow. That was Tuesday evening. Wednesday evening I did day 2. This is 230 kilos for the 5 sets of 4, which I was bitching about earlier in the week. It's a lot of sets for deadlift, but it all went fine. And I was a little worried after this set that maybe this night, Wednesday night after this session, getting into bed, my rib kind of felt a little wonky, which is incidentally where I first noticed it, like a few weeks ago after a deadlift session when I was laying down in bed. So I was a little worried, but all in all, it was fine. I made it through this week without making the rib worse, and by the end of the week I was hardly noticing it at all, so that's good. Friday afternoon, day 3, this is the top single on bench, 170 kilos at 0.30. So nice and speedy, good start to the block, I think. I think I'm ahead of where I was in the last block. So I took 160 for the 3 sets of 3. This is the 3rd set here from the Keiko angle, rather. Pretty solid work, I think, there on bench. First time doing back squats in a while. This was my last warm-up at 215. This is going to be kind of my speed gauge for this block. I'll take the 215 as my last warm-up and see what the velocity is week over week to gauge my top set. It was good, so I took this top set of 232, which was the target for the day. And while I don't love the depth on either of these singles, that was 232 at 0.38, so way faster than a normal at 8 single for me. I was considering going up another 5 keys or so, but I didn't. It's week 1, so I just rounded up on my sets of 3. So this is 222.5 for the 3 sets of 3. And that was set 1. I would rate that as an 8 RPE. Still having a little bit of trouble with the belt. I'm trying to get it in the right position. I'm getting more consistent about finding the right position with the new belt. But still, some sets, it's wonky and hurts like hell. So this is the 3rd set of triples. Depth was this was probably the best set of the night on depth, but still pretty mediocre depth-wise. All in all, a good session though. 232 at the 38 meters per second and 170 at 0.30 meters per second. Real good start for week 1. This morning was day 4. 165 is what I picked to start on the slingshot. Back to the normal slingshot here instead of the beefy one. 3 sets of 6 there. That was set 2. Top single for the day on deadlift, 270 kilos. Moved nicely at 0.23. That's essentially the same as what I did in the second week of the last block, so maybe I'm a week ahead. No real grip issues on this day except for the third set, which you'll see coming up. I was trying to hold the last rep of each set of these triples for at least a little bit. I'm going to try to do that through the block, just a little bit of a hold there at the end. And I worked these seal rows as my horizontal pull variation. I'm going to probably try to do that all the way through this block on day 4. I like this variation a lot, but they're kind of a pain in the ass to set up, so I don't do them a whole lot. But I got some extra time on day 4, so I might as well. And then here's the last set of deadlifts. Again, the only real set I had some grip issues with. I think it was still okay, but grip was a little bit of a pain in the ass here. I got locked in for the third rep here and got a decent little hold at the end. So all in all, a pretty good start to the block. Day 4 was 270 at 0.23 meters per second and 247.5 for the triples, 165 on the slingshot. Good solid week 1 in the books. And here's a nice little mural we got in Portland, little anti-racist mural. Looking forward to week 2.